Hello, good evening. Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us for today's webinar. My name is Kate Garay and I am your host today. Just a little housekeeping before we get started. If you have any questions during the presentation, please type them into the chat box. We'll bring them up during the presentation. We will also have time for questions at the end. So, our webinar for today is all about communication in the workplace. Are you one of those people who's afraid to speak up? If yes, this webinar will help you to how to say it at work, discover to how to say it best when it matters most. So our seminar objectives is to be able to define communication, to be able to identify two types of communication, verbal and nonverbal, and to be able to give suggestions and tips on how communicate in the workplace, how to communicate in the workplace. Good communication is a key part of success in the workplace because good communication is an essential tool in achieving productivity and maintaining strong working relationships at all levels of an organization. For example, when you're the boss, effective communication help you influence others in the company. Without communication skills, we are unable to let others know what we think, feel, or what to accomplish. So, what is a workplace? This one will be discussed by one of our group mates. Please.
What is workplace? In dictionary definition, workplace is a place such as an office or factory where people are employed. Or in Tagalog, workplace is a lugar ng trabaho, which is kung saan may employee, kahit saan pa to basta isang lugar na may empleyado na tinatawag na itong workplace, where people can work. It's either office or factoria. Where there is a boss and employee that is working. That is workplace. Okay? Now, we're moving to the second, communication. Communication is the exchange of thoughts, messages, and information such as by speech, signal, writing or behavior, whether verbal or non-verbal. Communication o pakikipag-usap, wherein kahit anong gawin mo na nagbabadyan mensahe, mapasignal man ito or gesture. Yan ay pakikipagsulat or expression basta may receiver or receiver of your message. Halimbawa, pag-usap. Lahat yan ay uri ng communication o komunikasyon na kung saan may tagapagpakinig or listener. In workplace, communication is important. Ika nga nila, communication is a key part of success in the workplace. Wherein one of the most important thing for you to understand and for everybody, para maiwasan ang hindi pagkikipaghintihan, mahalaga din ang pagkikipagkomunikasyon para may labas mo ang saloobin or kahit anong gusto mong ipapatid in a right way. Kaya sa isang workplace, to success is proper communication. That's it.
So, these are the tips to help us communicate effectively in the workplace. This one will be also discussed by our group mate.
Tips to help us communicate effectively in the workplace. Listen. Listen. When you listen to others attentively, it makes them feel good. It also makes for a deeper and more positive connection with others. In turn, you form an understanding and they will listen to you when it's your turn to speak. Poor listening happens often and results in misunderstandings and miscommunications. What is your purpose? Have intention. Ask yourself what your intention is before starting a project, going to a meeting, or speaking to someone. You can also ask others what their intentions are in similar situations. Knowing your intention will help you be more conscious of what you're doing or saying, which means you'll be able to be more effective and skillful. Thank you.
In Speak Clearly, take a deep breath and remain positive when talking to people. Try to cut out the ums and ahs because this will make difficult for people to understand what you are trying to communicate. Also, to be able to speak clearly, keep your voice steady and don't talk too quickly. Be confident in what you are saying and so others will feel your confidence. Next topic, be genuine. In being genuine can include speaking honestly, expressing excitement or sadness. When you feel like it and being friendly, there's also nothing wrong with saying no, I don't really agree with that. Or I think you've changed my mind and last being genuine builds your confidence. And before I end, I will leave something that connected being genuine or kasabihan like focus on the thing that makes you happy and don't mind the negativity. In this world of full toxicity, always protect your peace of mind and grow your productivity. And that's all.
So the next tips is be receptive. So we're talking about being receptive. So parang nafe-feel ko this is super important by definition to be receptive. Means willing to consider or accept new suggestions and ideas and also means able to receive something. So I feel like it's super important talaga to be receptive because I think that when we are receptive, we are able to allow ourselves to learn and grow and make mistakes and ask for help. And I just to be the best version of ourselves ultimately. So, and the last tips is personalize it. So personalize it. And this is more than just the way you express yourself. This is more about understanding from the standpoint of the people or the person you're talking to what is their personality. How can I convey? How can I talk? And communicate in such a way that is aligned with who are aligned with the way they think align, empathize with they how to empathize with them, how can I communicate in a way that they can really resonate with. So really personalize it is more than just an expression of yourself because people do anything at all for only one reason, only is because they feel like it's so. If you are communicating and you want to be effective because you want them to take a certain action, then you get to get them to the point where they feel like doing the thing you want them to do in their best interest, right? So the way to do that is really personalize it and emphasize with them, understand the way they think and express yourself in a way and communicate in a way that is in line with that personality. So that's all.
Why is effectively communication essential in the workplace? Effectively communication in the workplace is the integral element of a business success in enhanced relationship within the company and with clients, and increases employee engagement and the overall effectiveness of a team. On the other hand, when teams fail to communicate, the results are detrimental to the business. In fact, this proves just how critical communication is to job training and why more emphasis should be put on clear instruction and conversation to prevent mistakes from happening with the workplace. Effectively communication can create a strong team. As a result, the strong unit that they create makes the workplace more enjoyable, and they will be eager to perform well so they don't let their teammates down. Being able to communicate effectively at work can help increase overall productivity. However, if there is an open line of communication between are encouraged to be more creatively and innovative within the workplace. And they are likely to put forth new and creative ideas. That's all.
So we are talking about communicating style. Good communication help businesses develop trust. Ulit. So we are talking about communicating style. Good communication help businesses develop trust with clients, articulate needs, expectation, and challenges. Communicating more effectively can improve the client relationship and potentially add more leads to the business. Simple conflict or misunderstanding to arise when people have different communication style. Understanding the features and trends of various communication styles can help us deal with people who have diverse style more effectively. Every person has distinct communicating style, a manner of interacting with others and exchanging information. Passive, aggressive, passive-aggressive, and forceful are the four fundamental communication styles. Have you ever been around people who say whatever they think without any consideration for the appropriateness of their remarks? Perhaps you finally decided to approach them about their lack of tact but receive response. That's just the way I am. People need to get used to me. Failure adapt your communication style to the audience can lead to misunderstanding, offense, and even bewilderment. As a result, it's artificial for business leaders to spend time determining which communication style and channel is most situation.
So these are the three basic communication styles. The first one is aggressive, the second one is passive, and the third one is assertive. The first communication style is the aggressive style. And aggressive is a person who likes to show their confidence and being competitive. They have their own beliefs that everyone should be like me, I am never wrong, and I got rights but you don't. Their communication style is being close-minded. Poor listener has difficulty seeing the other person's point of view, interrupts, and monopolizing. People with aggressive style have their own characteristic that they like to achieve goals even at others' expense. They are domineering, bullying, patronizing, and condensing and sarcastic. They also have their own behavior that puts others down, doesn't ever think they are wrong and bossy. That's why they move into people's face and overpowers them because they jumps on others, pushes people around, know-it-all attitude, and doesn't show appreciation. They have non-verbal cues or the use of their face and body language. They points their and shakes their finger, frowns, eyes vertically, glares, stares, rigid posture, critical loud yelling tone of voice while communicating with someone. They also have their verbal cues, and when they are you must, you should, you ought, you better. And when someone asks why, they just reply, don't ask why, just do it. And they like to use verbal abuse. So in confrontation and problem solving, they must win every argument because they threatens and attacks the frustration and impatience. Being aggressive style has effects that promote counter-aggression, alienation from others, ill health, waste time for supervising others, face high price in human relationship, fosters resistance, defiance, sabotaging, striking back, forming alliances, lying, covering up, and forces compliance with resentment. That's why people with aggressive style have ineffective communication because being aggressive is not the right way to communicate with others, especially in the workplace.
Passive communication is a style in which individuals have developed a pattern of avoiding expressing their opinions or feelings, protecting their rights, and identifying and meeting their needs. They have their own beliefs like don't express your true feelings, don't make waves, don't disagree. Others have more rights than I do. Their communication styles are indirect, always agrees, and doesn't speak up.